How we should act towards the powerful. A person who enjoys some advantage, or just believes they do, will invariably grow to be arrogant, especially if they are uneducated. The tyrant, for example, will say to you, "My power is supreme." Will you do something for me then? I want uncurbed desire. Do you even have it to give? I want my aversion error-free. Do you have that? How about a faculty of impulse that is faultless? No, you have no connection to that. Look, you entrust yourself to the pilot's expertise when on board ship, and to the superior skill of the driver when you are in a carriage. It is no different with other skills. So what does your advantage amount to? Everybody gives me their attention and respect. Right. And I pay attention to my blackboard, wiping it and washing it, and for my oil flask, I'll even drive a nail in the wall. Does that make these things better than me? No. It just means that they are useful to me somehow. I look after my horse, too. I wash its feet and brush its coat. The fact is, everyone looks after themselves. And if they curry favor with you, it's as if they're currying their horse. Who is there who respects you as a human being? Who wants to be like you, to emulate you, the way people emulated Socrates? But I can cut off your head. Good point. I had forgotten that I should look out for you as I would look out for some virus or infection, and erect an altar to you on the model of the altar of fever at Rome. What frightens most people and keeps them subdued? It can't be the tyrant and his bodyguards. What nature has made free can only be disturbed or hampered by itself. A person's own thoughts unnerve them. If a tyrant threatens to chain our leg, whoever holds his leg in high regard will beg for mercy, whereas the person who cares more for his character will answer back, "Go ahead and chain it, if that's what you want." And you don't care? I don't care. Just wait, I'll show you who's in charge. How do you propose to do that? Zeus himself has given me my freedom. He was not going to allow any son of his to be enslaved. You are a master of my corpse. Come help yourself to that. What about when you petition me for a favor? Isn't that proof of your regard? No, it's me looking after myself. If you press the point, I will concede that in the process I give you the same attention I give my dishes. Look, this is not selfishness, it's the nature of the beast. Everything we do is for our own ends. The sun moves across the sky for its own ends. Even Zeus acts for his own aims. But when Zeus wants to be rain-bringer, or grain-giver, or father of gods and men, it's obvious he can only gain his goals and earn his epithets by doing some benefit for the world at large. In the same way, he made the rational animal, man, incapable of attaining any of his private ends without at the same time providing for the community. The upshot is that it is not antisocial to be constantly acting in one's own self-interest. We do not expect someone, after all, to be indifferent regarding himself and his welfare. It's the basis of our principle of appropriation, the instinct that drives everyone's behavior. Consequently, when people are mistaken in the views they hold about things outside the will, thinking that they are good or evil, they naturally are going to grovel before tyrants. And if only it ended there. But they grovel before the tyrant's lackeys, too. Tell me, how do underlings suddenly become sages when the emperor elevates them to the post of bathroom attendant? Why are we suddenly saying, Felicio's advice to me was very astute? I hope he gets kicked out of the toilet, so I can see you change your mind again and declare publicly that he's a fool. Epaphroditus once owned a slave, a shoemaker, whom he sold because he was no good. As chance would have it, he was bought by one of the imperial household and became shoemaker to Caesar. You should have seen Epaphroditus flatter him then. And how is my friend Felicio today? Whenever one of us asked, Where is the master? He would be told, He is in conference with Felicio. Hadn't he sold him off because he was useless? How did he become so knowledgeable all of the sudden? Well, that's what comes of valuing anything not under control of the will. Someone is raised to the office of tribune and accepts congratulations on every hand. One person kisses his eyes, another his cheek. His slaves even kiss his hands. When he gets home, he finds lamps being lit in his honor. He mounts the Capitol, where he offers a sacrifice of thanks. Now who, I ask you, has ever offered sacrifice for right desires or for impulses in agreement with nature? We only thank the gods, it seems, for what we popularly suppose are the good things in life. A man spoke with me today about accepting a priesthood of Augustus. I told him not to touch it. You will lay out a lot of money for little in return. But the clerk will add my name to public contracts. Are you planning to be there every time a contract is signed, so you can announce to the assembled, That's my name he's writing down there? Even if you can attend these signing ceremonies now, what will you do when you die? But my name will survive me. Carve it in stone, and it will survive you just as well. Outside Nicopolis, though, no one is going to remember you. But I get to wear a crown of gold. If you have your heart set on wearing crowns, why not make one out of roses? You will look even more elegant in that.